Hey, what's up? Marking here, and this is a story. This is a story from Infowars. This is by PJW, right? Polish Watson, and it says chop white people enforce segregation area for black people only. You know, this is like a modern day skit, right? So here these overprivileged white people look to be 20s to 30s, right? Again, not a masculine bone in the body. Just I don't know what this is. This is a female, but the body look okay. Not gonna lie about it. But again, you don't ever marry a liberal woman. You don't ever hook up a liberal woman. Same thing as a guy. You just these guys are beta males, right? Statistically, women like this look for manly men. They don't look for this. Okay, it's the way it's gonna go. So anyway, this sign says blackout, an all black healing space. So I guess they're keeping the white folks. There's a joke I once heard, like the only thing stopping black people from being wiped out are white people, right? So basically, white people stop white people from wiping out black people, essentially, and it's true. You know, I love history of wars. Like when I see things or hear things about wars, a lot of wars are okay. So a lot of like land ownership is a result of wars, right? Wars are based on mental ability, but also strength, literally physical strength. Whoever has the best strategist means the best minds plus the best strength, like literally physical upper body strength. Obviously, the things that play into it, like who has the most people and things like that, but generally everything is about strength and mental ability, right? This explains winners and losers throughout the entirety of history, okay? Usually when barbaric people win, it's because those who have in history, those with the mental capabilities think others are like them, okay? So I'm gonna leave that there, right? So this is just a start from enforcement. I'll talk about because apparently segregation is not progressive. It's true. Think about it. There's no amount of equality. Like there's no amount of equal rights, right? Equal rights essentially never guarantees equal outcomes. Okay, it gives you the same chances, but then things like evolution take place. Okay, things like decision making take place, and here we are. So the clip is asking a white woman at the time of the blackout ends. Things I'm half Italian, half Colombian, so I guess I gotta pass in there, right? Again, there's always holes in their ideology, okay? That's the thing. A lot of these people, they have holes in ideology, okay? If they have a challenging people, they don't know what to think. So it's like if you see in a crowd, you always hear them chant the exact same things. And when you interview them or ask them a question, they're like, what do you mean? Black Lives Matter, they always go to the same cliche talking points because they don't have points for themselves. All right, not every single time, but 90 something percent of the time. That's the way it is. So while this space is held right now for just black people, she responds. She tells him, if you have a black ancestry, if you have experienced oppression because you are black, then you can enter this space. White people enforcing black only space, laugh out loud, anti-racist. These people are going to make us back in the 50s, commented Tim Pool. Tim Pool is a commentator on YouTube. Segregation is back in vogue. Chaz Chop established. So I think they've called themselves Chaz and then Chop, or Chop and then Chaz. Who the hell knows? Whatever. They'll just change the name to some soft-sounding communist name eventually again. Establishes black only spaces again. Like, I would love if black people want their own space. Go ahead. Again, if blacks are okay, so people already self-segregate, right? In the school system, blacks tend to hang with blacks, Latins tend to hang with Latins, whites tend to hang with whites, Asian tends to hang with Asians. Okay, and it all plays out in reality, right? So in the school system, you'll tend to see the blacks get into the most fights, followed by the Latinos, followed by the whites, followed by the Asians. I've never seen a fight between two Asians battling in the school system. Uh, it's mind-boggling. These people are awful. These white leftists, right? Again, there's a term that people talk about um, from Asians. They refer to as the whites who believe in multiculturalism as the white left. Okay, they'll lead to the destruction of the civilization. Okay, all right. This is what the Chinese hide and talk about. Right. I've been to a lot of these boards just to see, see things, see what's up, and that's what goes on. They recognize exactly what's happening in the West. Okay, half the whites do not. Anyway, there was a shooting here. This covers a shooting, and that's it. I'm gonna lead into this story right here, right? So this ties into exactly what I was just talking about. Black only space, and here we are. BBC commits 100 million pounds quids to increase diversity on TV. Here's the thing about diversity, right? Well, once again, it's a communist tool, communist propaganda, right? People, I'm going to say this, people want to see beautiful people on television, right? Let's just say that, okay? I'm sorry. I saw the Predator. Anyway, so the BBC itself has mandated a target of 20% off-screen talent must come from underrepresented groups. Again, when you put this stuff together, you're gonna hire people not based on merit. Again, when you see merit, you'll see overrepresentation of Asians. Okay, it's wrong that you deny Asians. Okay, especially when they earn it. And again, when you see this stuff, they'll mostly deny males. Okay, this is what upsets me about this diversity thing. It will deny males the rightful position. Okay, if men tend to go straight to the top, then these places should be filled with men. Okay, the biggest companies should be majority men. The richest companies should be a majority man. When it achieves a majority man, it takes off, it becomes wealthy, and then it'll get indoctrinated through identity politics because the less intelligent people will wonder, why is there so many males on it? Why is there so many white males? Why again, the part that bothers me about white males is like, look, Europe is white for a reason. They originated from Europe, plain and simple. So if people wonder, like, why isn't, for example, let's say a particular movie, right? Hollywood's gonna push this. Why isn't there 50% of black representation? Because in a lot of countries, blacks only 10%. That's it. Simple as that. You can't have. They can't do math, right? You can't have 50% blacks, 50% gays, 50% lesbians, 50% women. You're at 250% already. It's impossible. It's statistically impossible. What they're asking for is statistically impossible. Again, these things lead to implosion of society, right? So I don't really want to read too much of this article. That's I'll just leave this here. But essentially, like, when you push diversity in a community, the community tends to divide. Same thing with company, right? It tends to divide because you have people with different visions, people with different merit skills. Okay, people with merit tend to want to become wealthy, and they tend to achieve that by quietly working and doing their jobs. People who are there to fill quotas, they'll want other people there to fill quotas because they don't have the IQs to compete with the people on top. And the thing is, people on top, because they're generally smart, they tend to keep to themselves. Okay, just the way intelligent people work, right? As I matured and I understand that I was a little, I'm not a genius, but I'm a little smarter than the average, I would say. Right? What happens is you tend to want to be alone. Okay, you tend to want to keep the thoughts to yourself. You tend not to go parties. You tend not to go places with crowds. It's just what happened to me. Okay, and I've seen the stats that back up other people, especially geniuses, they're the exact same way. They tend to be loners. Okay, I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy. I hope something interesting. Yeah, that's it. Again, diversity, it's good, if people are like-minded. Okay, the things about the diversity with the SJWs, liberals, the white left ones, it they can't coexist. Okay, it's evil communist propaganda full of Marxist ideology. Okay, all right, share, save, subscribe, thumbs up.